I am an ogre!
She's well known to police, 'cause she looks like a riot. Always takes what she needs and leaves the rest.
Sup, nerds? Nah, that's too mean. Sup, everyone? Today I didn't really have a video idea, so I was like, what could I do? And then I thought, well, I have a lot of boards that I can't ride, so let me flex on you real quick. Follow me! And we'll go have a look at all my boards. Hello, look at all these boards! I got my snowboards, I got my surfboards, and I got my skateboards. Today I guess I'm going to take you on a little tour through all of my boards and tell you what's
good.
Tell them what's good. And tell you what's good with them. Let's start with the surfboards. Alright, follow me, Thomas. Let's go. This is the biggest surfboard I own, and it's the first surfboard that I ever got. It's a Torque Fish. Wait, you might have to go back a little bit so you can get this whole board in it. Yeah. It's 6'10". It's a really good board for learning. Very nice, very tall. Then if we move on over here, this is the first homemade surfboard that I ever made. It's not very good. In fact, it doesn't really work that well at all. The edges are super sharp, just really thin. It's made out of a piece of polystyrene. You can actually see the whole making process of this. Come closer, you can see the stringer in it. That's just a bit of fence. Yeah, racing stripes. And these fins. These fins are made out of chopping boards. Alright. This is probably my favorite surfboard that I have. This is a Pyzel Sure Thing in, it's 5'10". 5'9", actually, it's 5'9". This is probably the most high-performance surfboard that I have, which is strange because I'm not a high-performance surfer. It's just so nice. It's not super high-performance. It's classed as a fun performance board from Pyzel. Check out these channels. You see that? You see that channel? The channel bottom? Oh damn, there's a big dent in it. There's a massive ding right there. Don't know how that got there, but I guess it's there now. 5'9", 30.1 liters of volume. For everyone who wants stats, there you go. If the whole house was on fire and I had to save one of these boards, it would probably be this blue fish one. This is the second surfboard that I made, and I like it because it actually works. I think it just looks real sexy. Oh yeah, look at that. I think it's 5'7". Yeah, it's a 5'7" board. I think this one turned out good because I used actual surfboard materials to make it, rather than just a piece of polystyrene. But yeah, this one's really nice, and I like it. I started just saying that about most of them. This one's really nice and I like it. Apart from that one sucks.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
This is a 5'5" catch surfboard. Lost Mayhem collab. Pretty much the shape of the round-nosed fish shortboard, but it's a soft board. This one's really good for like really tiny waves. And it's just a bit of fun because you don't have to worry about denting it or anything. Get a cool superhero shot of that, Thomas. And that's all the surfboards. Now let's move on to the skateboards, because I know you guys want to know about snowboards, so I'm going to leave that to last. Although I guess you could just skip through the video, but don't do that. It's an almost skateboard. Jean Julien graphic. He's a cool artist from France. I just did this whole study thing about him in art class. I got it because it was on sale and it's really thin. I don't really like super thin boards, so I had to go get another board. And the next board I got was this one right here. And this board was really good actually. I rode it for ages and then it just started delaminating and the nose got all wrecked and stuff. But this is a real skateboard. You know, this is a really good board. This is a quasi skateboard. It's an 825, but it always felt like an 8. I don't know why. As you can see, I did a lot of tail slides on this board, but nothing with the nose. This is a Powell Peralta board. This is probably one of my more favorite boards I've ever ridden. I really like the graphic, but now it's all scratched up so you can't really see it. This one is probably my favorite board that I've ever ridden. It's a Baker skateboard, but it has the Riley Hawk graphic on it, and I put these skate rails on it because it looks like the old Tony Hawk graphic. I kind of stopped riding this board because I wanted to put it on my wall, and I didn't want it to get wrecked. That's kind of the thing about skateboard. You don't want to get one with a graphic that's too cool because you'll be scared to wreck it, but then like, you also don't want a board that you don't like. Then here's the skateboard I'm riding currently, that I was riding currently. One day randomly, a box appeared at my house from the house, the snowboard shop in America, and it had 2 skateboard decks in it, and this is one of them. I guess this is just one of the house's shop decks, but this is the board that I've been riding recently. A few years ago, me and my friends were really into the Bones Brigade, and like Tony Hawk and all of that. We're all real hyped about all of this old stuff. So I got this Lance Mountain Powell Peralta deck, and I got like all this old school stuff. Heaps of people asking me what this is. This is called a lapper, and it's for when you're rolling into pools. This goes onto the coping, and then you can just go in. That's what that is for all the people wondering. Good time to just cruise around on, you know? People always say like, oh, that's a cool board. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah. Then here we go, here's the wall board. The pink Tony Hawk deck. This is a sick board. Look at that. It's just such a classic design. timeless. It really is. So many brands are copying this design. Now what? Oh, snowboards. Yeah, the part that everyone's probably waiting for. Alright, let's go have a look at my snowboard collection. Oh yeah, let's do this. What one do we start off with? Start off with the ones that no one cares about. Actually, no, the ones that no one cares about are probably the most interesting ones. Let's start off with this one. But this is a Western snowboard that Rakai gave me because he broke the tail, and then I was like, I could probably do something with that, so I cut the tail off. It doesn't actually work that well. Thanks, Rakai, for the snowboard. All of Rakai's old sponsor stickers on it. Look at that. Smith. Monster. Got the homemade snowboard. This one's really cool. I like this board. I took this one to Japan. Well, I made it for Japan. Yeah, there's a whole video of me making the snowboard. I specifically made it for Japan powder. The rise is from here, and it rises all the way up to here. I feel like I could have made it a bit taller. Where I went wrong with this board, the contact point, which is meant to be here, is risen up too high, so it doesn't really turn that well unless you're in powder. Pretty cool board nonetheless. A lot of people are asking me why I put Capita on my homemade board, but it's because I made the board for my Japan trip and Capita hooked me up with a bunch of boards for my Japan trip, so I wanted to always be riding a Capita board. This is a Sims blade. The board I had before this was a burden board, and then I broke that, and then I was like, I want to ride a board that no one knows anything about, so I got a Sims board, because they were just coming back, and no one had them really. I thought it was really cool. I think snowboards that have just blank color graphics are so much cooler than intricate designs. They just look so much cooler in videos. I'm really into my colors, so if there's any snowboard brands out there that are wanting advice on their graphics to make really simple color designs, I think what I really want is just a fully red snowboard. I think that would be kind of cool. Alright, next one. This is the same board, but as you can tell, it's black. I was just talking about how much I like colors on snowboards. But yeah, no, Sim sent me this one, and yes. Also, I broke the tail on this one. As you can see, I hit a rock. Well, I landed on a rock actually, and it kind of kicked the tail up, and it's brought the contact point from out here into here. It doesn't affect it too much, but you can definitely feel it. This is a snowboard that my friend Maddie Cox gave me. This is the same snowboard that's... How rude. In my old YouTube outro, there's a video of Maddie riding down some grass and he gets wrecked. And this is the board that he did it on. There's a couple Nitro stickers because Maddie got sponsored by Nitro Snowboards while he was riding this snowboard. Let's go to this one actually. The Gucci snowboard, that's what this is. I found this one at an op shop. I think I got it for like $20. This is an old Forum snowboard. And if you don't know, Forum doesn't make snowboards anymore, but they were like really cool. You know they're a cool snowboard brand if they make snowboards that have sex, drugs, and money on the bottom of their snowboards. But the one that I really wanted was one that said, what? What? Check this. Look at these channels. They knew what was up before Burton. But I was talking to some people about this board, and apparently these channels didn't really work that well. There's the Gucci sidewall. The JP Walker model snowboard. This board's actually really good. I like it. It's really stiff. The Burton Throwback. The mini wooden snowboard. Well, snurfer. That's what they call it. It's a snurfer. He's coming back! And I got this in Canada. I've never actually used it in powder, but I used my friend's one in powder. There's not a whole lot to it. It's just kind of a bit of plywood that's bent. Really nice to look at though. Bit of eye candy for you. The final two boards. Yeah, let's go to this one. This is a Capita Super... He's coming back around again!
He's coming back round. He's coming back round!
I'm in armadillo position. This is the safest position you can be in. I don't know where I saw her. I think it was in some old Nickelodeon show. Might have been Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. If you're ever in danger, you just get into this position and you'll be safe. If someone pulls up with like a gun. Capita Supernova. The first Capita snowboard that I ever had. It is so good, it's so light. I think they stopped making it. This is such a stiff board. It's a half-pipe board. It's Scotty James's pro model pretty much. This is the board that I had the whole time in the America trip, because I got it when I went to Matt's house. I also, you might have noticed, I have, on a bunch of my old boards, I have these crab grab things on them. A lot of people have been asking about them. They're called crab grabs. They're kind of stomp pads, but they're also like, you can grab them. But I kind of use them just for a cool looking stomp pad, because I don't really want my foot to be sliding around. Moving on to the final board in my snowboard quiver. This one. This is a Capita Navigator. It's their powder board, and this is the board that I had in Japan. It's also the board that I was riding when I tore my ACL. No, I love you board, but I really like this board. It's really nice. I only got to ride it around 3 times actually. I did this cool paint job on it. I think Capita, if you're watching, this is the paint job you should go for the next Navigator. Have the red outline, or different. You can have different colored outlines for different sizes. I was going for an old school surfboard design with this one. And this is the bottom of it. This board's still pretty much brand new. Capita boards are really cool because they all of them are made in this factory in Europe somewhere. All the electricity for that factory is generated with hydro dam power. It's good for the environment. So those are all of my boards. That's it right there. My board collection. And thank you to Thomas for filming.
Make sure to subscribe.
Cause we don't know who we are. It'll take 5 days by car, but we don't know where to go. And I don't know if you know, or I don't know if you see, but baby, what's going on with